I'm Anil Kumar, and in this example, I'll show you how to calculate slope of a tangent line at a given point. The equation here is find slope on curve d of p equals to 20 divided by square root of p minus 1, where p is greater than 1, at point 5, 10. Now if I substitute 5 here, we get square root of 5 minus 1, which is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So this point lies on the curve. And this function is called demand function. Let us see how to find slope at a given point. So slope at a given point, m, could be written as limit h approaches 0 at f of, the given point is, we are writing a general equation, a plus h, where a is a given point, minus f of a over h. So in our case, the function is the demand function. We can write limit h approaches 0. Now a plus h, a equals to 5 for us, and f of a is equal to 10. So that is the point given to us. You have to replace p with a plus h. A is 5 for us, right? So we get 20 over square root of 5 minus 5 plus h minus 1. So that becomes f of a plus h minus 20 over, if I substitute 5 here, 5 minus 1. I could have written 10 directly also. Is it okay? I could have written 10 directly. It is better to write 10. Anyway, everything divided by h. So I prefer to write outside like this, 1 over h. So that means everything divided by h, correct? I'm just trying to save some space. So what we get here is limit h approaches 0. Here we get 20 over 5 minus 1 is 4, so get 4 plus h minus, of course this is 10, square root of 4 divided by this. So I could have written 10 direct also, 1 over h. Now we can actually take a common denominator, which is square root of 4 plus h. So we have limit h approaches 0, 20, and we'll take common denominator of square root 4 plus h minus 10 square root 4 plus h, right? We can bring this down. Next step I'll do it. Now from the numerator I can factor out 10. So let me write like this, limit h approaches 0. So I'm factoring out 10, so I'm writing 10 over h, and here we have, since I factored 10, I'm left with 2. So I'm 2 minus square root of 4 plus h over square root of 4 plus h, correct? Now at this stage, we can rationalize the numerator. So we write limit h approaches 0, 10 times 10 over h, and here we have 2 minus square root of 4 plus h over square root of 4 plus h. Rationalizing means multiplying, dividing by the conjugate. So here the conjugate is 2 plus square root of 4 plus h divided by 2 plus square root of 4 plus h, correct? Now when you multiply this, you get difference of squares. So I could write this as limit h approaches 0. We have 10 over h times square this, which is 4, minus square of that, which is 4 plus h, over, we have square root of 4 plus h times 2 plus square root of 4 plus h, right? Now let's take it to the right side to further simplify. So I'll copy this as such and then we'll simplify. So we're getting slope as equals to limit h approaches 0. So 10 over h times 4 minus 4 plus h gives us minus h, right? Divided by all this, which is square root of 4 plus h times 2 plus square root of 4 plus h, correct? Now as you can see, h and h cancel. Now we can substitute h equals to 0. So we get limit h approaches 0. So we're left with minus 10 in the numerator, and the denominator is square root of 4 plus h times 2 plus square root of 4 plus h. Substituting 0, we get minus 10 over square root of 4 times 2 plus square root of 4, which is minus 10 divided by 2 times 2 plus 2, which is minus 10 divided by 4 times 2 is 8, and this can be simplified as minus dividing by 2, 5 over 4, right? So minus 5 over 4 is the slope on this curve at a given point. So we can write down our answer. Slope m equals to, you could write this as minus 5 over 4 or minus 1.25. So that is how you could find slope for a curve, and in this case you have to rationalize the denominator to get the result. So I hope that helps. Have a good look at it. Feel free to write your comments and share your views. You can always like and subscribe to my videos. Thanks for watching.